Well, lost last episode due to lack of hard drive space. Let that be a lesson to you. Make sure that you have enough hard drive space before you start recording, what was it, like an hour-and-a-half episode of Dead Cells? Hasn't been an issue before, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't have been on the watch out regardless. Oh well, you didn't really miss too much. It was just more of a get back into the swing of things run. Had a super powerful boy's axe, infantry grenade build, just because I wanted to clear through the game as easy as possible. And let me tell you, that type of build is still fantastic. As long as you, I'll take that. As long as you can, you know, you just need those two items unlocked and maybe something like vampirism to keep your health up. And what, by the end of that I had 90,000 health at over 30 brutality. Yeah, final boss did not stand a chance. Pretty great. But also, like I said, pretty sort of standard run. I'm not entirely sure if that is the... But I was going to stop in the middle there. I'm not entirely sure if that is like the meta type of build right now, going double boy's axe. Come on. But if not, it's got to be pretty close, because it is the damage and the versatility in terms of... Ooh, that was good. That was, I said close and good at the same time. Clud. But, yeah, the damage and versatility just from being able to stay back at a distance and also hold enemies in place, which got a lot of use out of that. Still amazing. Still shocking that Motion Twin allows that to happen in this day and age. Now, well, if you're ever wondering, what would I suggest insofar as a... Keep going. Keep doing it. One more. Okay. What would I suggest as far as a 5-cell run, or really any level goes? It's like, there you go. Double boy's axe, map both the same button, and then only turn on... And then only have infantry grenade turned on, try to get some sort of poison. Usually through the infantry grenade. You can occasionally find like a projectiles release toxic cloud, but man, it's kind of a rough ask in a lot of ways, I'd like to say. Did I get 100% on poison? Nah. I do think that just to kind of change it up, I am going to be going to the sewers. I mean, I tend not to go there too often for obvious reasons. It is much more difficult, but hey, if I manage to get like a decent damage over time run going, especially in normal mode, could be worthwhile. We'll see kind of when I get there, though. Really, I just need something like a Hokuto's bow to get this to really pop off, and then it should be working just fine. And even more so than that, if I manage to grab like a colorless... Okay. If I manage to grab something like a colorless wolf trap, not very likely, but I am going to be hitting up a lot of cursed chests. That would also be great. Ooh, I am going to go down here and take this. Just because you can never go wrong with this type of thing. Huge amount of... not a whole lot of burst damage, but a whole ton of damage over time dealt to any enemy in your path. If I'm going after the Conjunctivius, it'll definitely be quite a good build to take. Alright. Don't want to get too overconfident at the start here. And after all, you know, a victory or merely a turning point, as they say in Darkest Dungeon. At least I'm pretty sure that's the quote that I was going for. You cannot learn what you already think you know? I don't know. I've always been kind of like thinking about maybe doing Darkest Dungeon on the channel, but it is also such a ridiculously huge time commitment. And, come on. There we go. Maybe if I just did like, I don't know, like a, highlights. You know, you just did like the boss fights, or if it was a particularly interesting type of run you were going for. Hunting down like a shambler or something like that. I don't know. It might be something to do in the future. Maybe just want to do that a little bit closer to whenever Darkest Dungeon 2 is coming out. Maybe just do that right now and pair it up with something like the... Sure. Pair it up with something like the Dark Devotion for that, you know, double D action. And also, at the end of the month, there's a Dark Deception coming out as well. Or, well, the third chapter of it. So, could have a really confusing lineup of different... Yeah, that was close. Could have a really confusing lineup of different games going on here with all very similar naming conventions. Would definitely be interesting. I don't know if I'm ever actually going to play Dark Deception, but there's something about that game that I kind of like and hate at the same time. I mean, pretty much the big issue that I got when it comes to a lot of modern indie horror. I'm not talking like, big name horror, your Resident Evils or whatever. We good? Okay, we good. But like specifically indie horror has this thing where there's a huge lack of gameplay, I feel like. Specifically, did I hit him? Ah, got me. Specifically, it's usually a game of glorified hide and seek, maybe a little bit of light puzzling, but that's about it as far as, one man or small team type of horror goes these days. Dark Deception is this weird thing where, well, they definitely added gameplay, I'll say that, in the form of a horror-themed Pac-Man. Now, is this... nah. Now, is that better? I don't know. I mean, it's definitely more interesting. You know what? I'll give him points for... Probably won't play it. Not a huge fan of doing, like, weirdo arcade stuff, especially in that way, but I just like the idea that, lack of gameplay, eh? Well, how about Pac-Man? That's a video game. And it's like, yeah, it is. You got me, Dark Deception. It's definitely the sort of game that I'll enjoy watching other people play, if nothing else. Dealing with a bunch of evil rubber ducks, which is, 1, super goofy, and 2, kind of charming in how goofy it is. I mean, I'm always softy as far as, as far as games that are just off-the-wall bananas go. See my full playthrough of Puss. Still really enjoy that game. Oh, worth it. If I go for... First off. Nice. If I go for, like, damage over time, it could be. I think the burst damage is going to be more useful. Okay. I think the burst damage is going to be more useful for the time being. I don't know. We'll see. Still, I'm curious as to what they are actually going to... I like the enemies that hit you freeze, though. I'm going to take this. Need stats right now, after all. I still am curious as to what they exactly are going to be doing for Darkest Dungeon 2, because the first game was so self-contained. I don't know, maybe it's going to be like an anthology series and they want to just kind of capitalize on the name and the sort of Lovecrafty type themes because it's clearly going for Mountains of Madness type of deal. I would also be okay if they went with Mouth of Madness, though. You ever seen that movie? It's great. It is also super weird. Posits what if, Posits what if Stephen King was in league with the old ones, which is both fun and weird. Remember the first time I saw that, I was just staying up, kind of sitting at home on a Halloween, had nothing better to do, and it was just like, wow, this was a surprisingly good movie despite that. Didn't realize that it was John Carpenter at the time. Probably should have... I'm sure there was probably a rocking synth soundtrack that if I paid any attention to, it would have been very obvious. Oh well. Still looking for Hokuto's Bow. Still looking for Hokuto's Bow. I am going to get cursed. I'm not going to like it, but I am going to do it. I'm just going to make sure that I have my escape route 100% planned out before grabbing that this time. As we all know, I am utterly terrible at dealing with curses when it comes to this area. Just take a guess as to why. Bam. Oh, wow. This is very fortuitous. These things are basically like bonus stats, after all. You don't have any guarantee that you're going to be seeing them, and when they show up, it pretty much means, one free stat, any color. So I will... Getting 2 of them in a row is crazy. That's like a 5% chance or something. Do I get a lot more health if I do this? I get some more health. I'll just grab the necklace on the way out when I'm just passing through. Did it. Nailed it. Oh, so close. Thankfully didn't take too much damage there. Health is still going to be at quite the premium. I don't have vampirism unlocked this time to just get a quick pick-me-up, which is why it might be worthwhile to just instead grab a little bit of Monica in my life. No! Grab Necromancy. That will get rid of a lot of malaise when it comes to fighting bosses. That will also make sure that, you know, it's just a numbers game as far as... where were you? It's just a numbers game as far as... I'll try one more. Getting full health. It's not good enough. I mean, it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Need to be better than that, though. I'm going to be working with, like, 150% damage. We're good. I was a little worried there for a second. I'm going to admit. I'm going to be working at 150% damage. I'm going to want to get as many points of brutality as possible. And that... Well, really? You didn't die? Well, now you did. As many points of brutality, as I said, as possible. And then I will go for... Thank you. Okay. I like the looks of this. And then it doesn't matter like what level it is because I'll have so many points that it will be overpowering everything anyway. Damage over time. It's a very specific type of build that doesn't always come about. But when it does, you know you got a good run going on. And I want to risk that. I think it's a worthwhile thing to, you know, give an attempt to as of right now. And don't mind me, I'm just going to check that I do in fact have enough space on my hard drive as of right now. Okay, great. Still mad about that. Understandably so. I mean, you lose episodes all the time in the Biz Nasty here, but usually they don't take an hour and a half long to do. And we're pretty good. And made me look like I was competent at playing video game. I mean, with the easiest run possible. Boy's Axe Double Infantry Grenade. I said it before, I'll say it again. It's fantastic. However, I still looked good doing it. That's the difference between you and me. Make playing Dead Cells look good. 20 kills shouldn't be a... you sold me. But yeah. We're good. Yeah, sure. Okay, this is pretty nice. I do still have to not die. And it should be pretty easy to do so in the Ancient Sewers. That area is fairly rich with bats, kamikaze, that I can use to take out curses pretty easily, and also not rich with inquisitors and other annoying enemies that are going to be sniping me from a million miles away. Javelin's great, not the time. I will still switch out the ramparts immediately for a Hokuto's bow if the situation rises. I don't know. I guess we will just see. Do it. Nice. And honestly, I'm going to take acceptance for right now. If I'm lucky, I shouldn't have to worry too much about getting hit here. Maybe. We'll see. I can always blow a potion charge. I have Tainted Flask. But curses are always threatening. Not a fan. Okay, wow. All right. It's me, Matthew McConaughey. Kind of. Oh, God. All right, well, that's nice at least. Oh, I always forget about how many traps you have to deal with here, don't I? Oh, well. Come on, don't screw this up. This is a fairly easy one to get through if you don't completely screw it up. Oh. I was just building tension there. I wasn't actually concerned about dying. Okay, we're okay here. Just look at the pretty fireworks. I'm just gonna... I don't like my, like my odds of going through there. Just... Okay, you know... Okay, now just give me 1 second here. Last time I said Dead Cells is the most frustrating, or most stressful game on television. I was corrected. That is, in fact, Darkest Dungeon, as I was talking about before. I would like to say that it is in the running, though. Oh, no! Oh, no! Why? That was pretty funny, actually. But still, I'm very sad about that. I really hate the sewers. Anyway, this should be a little bit more manageable, and also I now have everything except for the... Nice try. Now I have everything except for the Alchemic Carbine, including the... somehow the, Ooh. I think I might actually take you. Oh, looking pretty good. I did take open wounds, but at the same time, bleed propagation with this weapon, especially in this area, is quite nice. Especially knowing that I'm working with a damage over time type of build. Yeah, I got a wolf trap. I got a wolf trap, which is crazy. That's... How unlikely is that? And yet, here we are. Oh boy, I hope I just don't die immediately, because I did come in here with 10 curse, but it's better than being out there with 10 curse after all. Ooh. Donkey Kong, let's go. Alright, should be fine as long as I really don't screw this up. Okay. Oh, okay, and actually all those worms died from bleed propagation. Oh boy, getting a blood sword with bleed propagation is a fantastic weapon. It turns a melee weapon into a ranged weapon, like, a lot. Like, this is some big extra range. And with the added effect of the... Hokuto's bow, that's even better, if you were to ask me. Alright, first off, that's infected with malaise. Second off, still working with some... How did the key fall down there? Oh, because of bleed propagation, of course. What else? Great. It's a good thing I'm no longer cursed. But anyway, yes, the mark can be pretty good for that too as well. Because things will propagate at the same time that they also... Anything else? They'll propagate at the same time that they also get marked too. And that should do it. Now, I don't know how exactly... I will take this. I don't know exactly how good this is going to be when going up against a much more interesting enemy like the Conjunctivius, but I suppose we will see, shan't we? I get hit there. Come on, really? I'm glad that I'm getting hit after I got super cursed, because otherwise this could have been much worse if you were to ask me. And I know you did. God, you always forget about the incredibly huge amount of traps in this area, because boy, are there a ton of them. But not a problem. Not a problem, at least for the time being. Oh. Now, Bloodsword is not the fastest weapon, but I do think that it's still probably gonna get a lot of usage out of Phaser right now. After all, we already had the Redemption arc, so I should be taking Phaser, especially if I'm sitting in the sewers right now, over just about anything else. Ah, dang. You know what I wanted, but unfortunately not quite happening here. I mean, and as great as the Blood Sword is, I would definitely take the Alchemic Carbine over it any day of the week. And also wouldn't be a terrible option too, but I think that for right now, at least sure. Yeah, just the get good room? Sure is. But for right now, Blood Sword is pretty good. It's not going to be best. I would rather have the Alchemic Carbine, but that's fine. That's fine. It's good for now. No, I already got rid of you. And unless you were going to be giving me any sort of fire, you're not going to be too useful in this particular circumstance. Ah, didn't respawn the guy. Zombie, supposed to have a lot of cells on him. No such luck here, though. Now, I am eventually going to have to go after some of those... Stop that. After some of those cell doors, which is going to be an interesting proposition, because I'm going to be having some... And okay, that works. Because I'm going to be having quite a few deadly enemies to encounter here. This place is much better than the other sewers, but doesn't mean that it's necessarily safe. It just means that it's better. 'Tis better. Okay, what are we looking at down here? More traps? Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. Close, but I done did got it. I freaking... stupid explosion from the zombie did that. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to blow this here, but that's fine. As long as I kind of take this out, it'll be worth it. Oh, sure. Poisons enemies, blah, blah, blah. Nah, not worth it. Gonna have to be getting a pretty early tainted flask here, it looks like, unfortunately. But, you know, that's how it goes. If that's how it goes, I would rather not die. Let's just say that. That was close. Okay. Well, I can at least, like, no. And it's just non-stop, isn't it? This is gonna be rough. But hey, at least I got this for right now. Save my last potion charge for the time being. I don't like this at all. But you do what you gotta do, don't you? Probably should have seen if I would have gotten a pretty big amount of health off of that, but who knows, maybe I'll just do this perfectly the first try. And then it won't even be a problem at all. At all. I think I might actually want to go back to the shop there and re-roll. To see if I might be able to get the Alchemic Carbine. Because that would be a real nice get in the upcoming fights. Okay. Good. Alright, that'll do it. Unfortunately, still not doing too great and still have a lot of cursed chests left to go. Which is a code that means cursed chest. Oh, well, let's just bite the bullet and start doing a couple of them. I have enough fuel for the fire, let's call it, for the time being. Okay. Leaf propagation working wonders. Yeah, like really working wonders. I wasn't kidding about how... I'll see if I... Who knows, I might need it again. Just, look for when the birds are no longer circling the mountain, and I can wake up that piece of watermelon. For right now, though... Oh, this is just a regular chest. Well, what was that? Oh, I hope my controller isn't going to be screwing me up here, because that's a real possibility. which is, should go without saying, maybe not a good thing happening here. All right, what's this area over here? Because I don't actually remember. I thought it was a cursed chest, but I guess not. No, it's just one of these things. Okay. I mean, neither of them really tick my fancy, but did not real. I thought 4 cell was a cursed chest. I don't know. I guess maybe it's a 2 or 3 cell then. Now there's probably one of them at least. Ugh. Not a big fan of how this is going so far. I'm sure you can probably tell. But indeed, that's how it do sometimes. At least I got alienation backing me up. For whatever that's worth. Or whatever that's been worth. You get like more food shops as well as more stat scrolls if you just go through the ossuary, which is kind of funny but mostly frustrating. In fact, I would say almost entirely frustrating. And not tremendously funny at all. Give me something good. Oh, maybe. No. Nah. You never know. Infantry grenade is pretty good. It's a fast weapon. It's a little AoE if you don't have too much otherwise. I actually do at this point in time. Usually not the case, though. I don't know. Like, well, what would I even want here? Maybe a bomb. And none of these are like, something that I would be searching for. Oh, I'm missing one of the keys down there. I'm gonna have to go remember that. But that can be for later. In the meantime, I got a whole pain train to swallow right now. Yep, of course we do. Of course we got this going on here, don't we? Let's just be very careful, very prudent. It immediately went bad so quickly. Oh, nice. Ah! I'm very much not liking this. Oh, that's nice at least. One of the you probably. There's 2 bats in here. It went bad so quickly. Ah. I'm okay. Like, just yet another noise-filled episode here, but expect anything less at this point. Give me that too. Cool. Anyway, I should be able to take out those 2 rapscallions over here now. Okay, well, I am less confident in my ability to take out these rapscallions. Yep. Okay. Well, not great, but good enough. Just goes to show you. In the sewers, we take things seriously. Cool. Well, I guess I am going to have to go for the, that, piece of watermelon now, aren't I? Not a fan, but, again, you do what needs to be done now, don't you? 5 curse. It's not going to be easy, but it is going to be cheesy. At least the way I'm going to do it. Should have probably ate that other piece of watermelon first, and then I could eat this one for even more health and also to clear out the malaise, but, like, come on. I think the time for playing optimally is past us by. We are in the time for playing panicked and in a baffling, unexplainable way to most people. But to the viewers at home, they know the methods behind the madness that are this. That be this. What you got? Ain't bad, but it's also not, like, amazing. Oh, I'm missing a scroll over here. I don't feel like I want to drop down there like that. That seems crazy. And nah. Alright, one more enemy left. I just literally need to kill anything right now, and I'll be totally fine. And I'm sure there's probably at least minimum a single scorpion around here. And then, you know, I said just fine, but it's like just fine for now. For the time being. Until further notice. This is fine. That's exactly what I wanted. And anything else I'm going to go for here? No, I think that the last thing to do then is going to be to take a little check into the... Oh, I guess it was actually totally fine dropping down there anyway. Take a little check into the... I could go grab that other sewer key to get like the gem, but... See if I can get the Alchemic Carbine. I would really enjoy that game if you feel charitable. I mean, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that, you know, if you want to. And then dip on out of here. Nope. And nothing. Just nothing. Ah, that's the game you play when you play on normal modo. You just gotta deal sometimes, really. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, no way I was getting 60 here. But, you know, I gave it as valiant as an attempt as I could, which is to say almost not at all. 6% on bleeding target sounds phantasmagorical. Everything else, though, I'm going to reset. I'm going to go for, let's say you, and you. And yeah, it'll cost a lot to reset after this as I get a Tainted Flask, but that's fine. I'm sure by the time that actually happens, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Necromancy will at least make sure that any malaise that I take here is not going to be too bad. Okay, that's all right. A strange run, to be sure. The only winning move is not to play. Anyway, I don't really know exactly like what the plan is here. I'm just going to do things and hope it works out. I do also get just the slightest little bit of health healed from kind of freaked out there unnecessarily. Let's just kind of... Sure, why not? Do-do-do. Well. I'm not gonna complain. Anywho. Okay. And we're just gonna throw this on here. And it still hit me anyway, because I'm a goober, apparently. Now, is he immediately going to go into the next, or she immediately going to go into the next phase again? Yep. Called it. Got him. All right. Oh, whoa. Quit hitting me. Am I going to manage to kill Conjunctivius just with the tentacles alone? I would not be opposed to this, but no. Looks like it's going to be a fraction, just like a little sliver of health, but, you know. Well, that was an easier fight with melee than I'm used to, but I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I'll take it. That's what I'll say. All right, let's get going. Now, the obvious choice would be go down into the place that has a food shop, but I don't roll that way. Oh, so close. Don't need to. Clearly, it's working out just hunky-dory for me right now. I say with no irony. And it should be fine. Should be fine. Am I going to be taking a whole lot of curse chests in here? We'll see. Maybe. It's like these goobers ain't going to be any difficulty. But then again, there's a lot of other... I'm mad. Okay, Baylor's not going to be good. It's a numbers game, man. You just got to kill as many enemies as possible. You'll be able to regen all that health. A lickety-splitty, no-timey, all that. I'm feeling worse and worse over time. The condition of my morale is not improving. Oh, that was actually pretty lucky. Still, sword is great. Very impressed by the amount of damage I'm getting out of this. It's just... that was close. Well, that was even closer, but, you know, what do you want? Just give me, like, a weapon that gives me the, oh. Give me a weapon that gives me the, 100% damage taken, but you also get a ton of... But you also get, like, 1% healed at this point. It's just... Oh no. This is what happens when you go through the sewer. I don't want to admit it myself, but it, like... It's pretty par for the course. Especially the part where I lose all hope and... resign myself to the void. It's just how it goes. It's a Dead Cells run for you, after all. Sometimes you get good runs that just die immediately. Sometimes you get bad runs that should have died immediately. At least we got to see this fantastic blood sword before the end of it. In some ways, doesn't that make it all worth it? No, but it's something. Ooh, this might be something. Okay, minus 25% damage. Yeah. Inflammable oil. This'll... okay, look, I like phaser and everything. This really plays into the whole damage over time build that I'm going for. In not the traditional way, but... does it just fine nonetheless. Okay, number one thing. We're going to take as much as you as possible. Because even if I... Defender, will you please just, like, stop for 1 second? There we go. Yes, this plays a little bit more into my damage over time, and also, you know, gives me a pretty good buff as far as not taking damage, which has been something of a difficulty as of recently. There's that good I mean, there's some good combos here. Really, it's more of a result of just kind of playing bad than anything else. I hate it. Definitely going to have to go for every single curse chest I possibly can. Where is that defender? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on. No, that was just ridiculous. And yet I managed to get out of it anyway. And yeah, we cool. It's cool. It's cool. What did I don't even know what I'm getting hit by anymore. I hate this defender. How did I not kill it? How did I not kill it back before this? It's absurd. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go, like, chunk these dudes down here for the health regain alone, because, man, necromancy is kind of my best friend and my worst enemy simultaneously. That's not going to be even somewhat remotely useful. Look, all I need to do is get up to a high amount of brutality, and the potion charges will be becoming fast and furious. And then... We'll be good. Run 1. If so facto, etc. and so on. All right, let's just get down here and get on with the pain train. Definitely not going to be going into the cavern, let me tell you what. Boy, if there was ever a time to not go into the cavern, this would be one of them. This would be one of many of them. I see an elite down here. Wow. This is going to require some of this. And just look out, because this is bad. This is what one would call a bad situation. Take him down, take him down, take him down. Yes. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Full speed. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Full steam, you idiot. I'm actually doing okay, but it's still freaking me out. Inquisitor, chill for like 1 second, dude. I don't like going into the electricity. And all right. Well, that wasn't great, but like could have gone way worse. So pretty much it went great then. In the way that it didn't go worse. Work on that sort of binary scale where that's an acceptable type of thank you. Where that's an acceptable type of thing that occurs in right now. Oh, great. Thankfully, one of the things with the blood sword is that bleed does last a grip. So, don't actually, like, fall into the spikes. That would not only be horribly embarrassing, but it would also lead to your untimely demise. Or should I say maybe over-timely demise. I've been eking out a decent run here for quite some time, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to have it go. You know, in that one run I lost, I had over 1,000 cells. Boy, good times, good times. For real, use the boy's axe and infantry grenade. He's such a good combo. Nope. Just gonna do that. Like, what do you... Fine, whatever. Something like a vampirism could really save the day here. Hemorrhage, not so much, which is unfortunate because I do like that weapon a lot. It's just not the kind that's gonna be great here. It needs way more things right now to achieve a level of greatness. Number 1, the ability to scale with brutality. Number 2, the number 1. I'm not going to take that curse chest. This is definitely going to be a point where I want to come back here a little bit later. When I'm going to be going to the Sepulchre, which is going to have a lot easier enemies to fight. The Sepulchre is a very safe area to go into. Very pleasant. Compared to the shenanigans that have currently been occurring on the screen. Okay. Definitely not going to get this. Yeah, I already missed the 26 minutes. Definitely not going to get the 60 kills. Wait on the curse chest. There will be a bounty of curse chests coming up. Don't you worry. Just you know, give it a minute. Okay, there's a Sepulchre. So everything's been kind of squared away. I just need to be quite cautious. Okay, we're good. What do I even get in here? It can't be... I don't think that there are curse chests inside doors. And also that doesn't show a curse chest, so it's one of those double item rooms, so it doesn't even matter. Don't even care. Not even a big deal. Not even something I'm going to be even remotely worried about. I can already see the Inquisitor try to take down my turret. I'm not going to be able to put a stop to that, but great. Let's be careful. Here's the entrance to the cavern. Not going to be using said entrance to said cavern. But here's where it is, nonetheless. For whatever that's worth. All right, that's I mean, it's not terrible, but I kind of have a build that's been working out to an extent. It ain't great, but it's working. And all right, so I only got 2 curse chests. Usually get at least like 3 around here. Okay, well, I'm not gonna fret it too much. I'll take whatever I can at this point. Swift sword. Swift sword is great, but not what I'm looking for here. And also, going fast is just going to lead to, again, demise, which is bad. Yeah, it's kind of banking on there being more curse chests. Usually you can really rely on getting a bunch of them in here. Nah, I mean, that's an interesting proposition, but unless it had something like the things explode into poison or whatever, that ain't something that's going to be tremendously useful here. So I guess let's just get over here. Oh, there's something past here first? No, this really is everything. All right, let's go. I was hoping to get more, but, you know, I'll take what I can. All right, 26 minutes, not happening. You also equally, if not more so, not happening. We're going to just reset this right now. Are you crazy? Of course. And I'm just going to... I mean, Berserker would be nice and everything, but I'm still holding a candle for potentially getting the Alchemic Carbine, and then it won't even matter. And then we'll just be sitting on easy street. Getting some easy money. As it is, though, all I need to do is beat 4 elite enemies? That's not terrible. I can do that, and there's going to be... I mean, there will be at least 2 that I'll see, and then kind of just hanging around on the periphery, there will probably be, you know, at least 2 more. No, I'd like to say that I got a good chance. I got a good chance at... It's not great. It's not a great chance. What's this? Nah. Okay. All right. And there's half of the curse done. Oh, no, not that freaking trap area. I mean, I know it's one of the easier ones in the entire game, but still, it's just having to deal with it is more stress than I would like to receive. Anything of interest? Not really. We'll just dab on out of here and see what's going on elsewhere. That's where the elves live in the Elder Scrolls series. No, I didn't make that up. Yeah, that's really what it's called. Or wait, was elsewhere the place where the Khajiit live? I don't actually remember. I'm going to be honest, my Nern geography isn't great. And kind of shocked at the lack of... I feel like every single time I get a curse, there's kind of a surprising lack of enemies occurring around here. Well, here's another curse chest, so... in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. In for a penny, in for a pound of pain. Pound of flesh. 24, we're currently at 3 elite enemies, so that's much nicer, actually. Should be able to continue getting a few more... you should be able to get three elite enemies pretty easily. No. You know, usually there's like several hundred enemies in this area, but by several hundred, I mean like 150. Right. Whoa! I feel like I probably should have been hit there, but what am I going to say? Oh no, please come back and hit me? That's ludicrous. Absolutely not. Got a little bit too distracted by the bats for a second, but it worked out anyway. 3 left, 3 left. Much better. I'm already feeling significantly more confident. Although, I am going to point out right now. Nice, okay. I'm going to point out right now that there are invisible enemies in here, and they are not going to be happy to see me if they do. Because I won't be able to see them. And then when I do see them, it'll be the last thing I see. Maybe. If I'm cursed, absolutely. As it is, I shouldn't have to worry. Well, I shouldn't have to worry as much about it, given that, hey. Shouldn't have to worry as much about it, given that, yeah, no. Stuff I'm working with right now is just fine. Given that I'm not cursed. Okay. Aha! Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Also, what am I getting for 45%? Almost 0.5% each time I kill an enemy? I'm not gonna lie, that ain't bad at all. It's slowly, but it's happening. This run is turning around. And there's, yes, of course, because of the bleed propagation. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna blame that. It's still, like, 100% worthwhile, but, whew, Nelly. Alright, let's just sell you. Still gonna have to go for as much brutality as possible. I'm still working with 175 blood sword, which is, I guess, considering the other blood sword that I saw here was 150%, that's not terrible, but it's also not, like, amazing. What are we looking at? 3 elite enemies still? That's fine. I can deal. Also, so close to getting 60. That would also be, you know, more money, but I'm not gonna take it. And also, I gotta get out of here already before I lose my kill streak. Okay. Alright. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. The other cursed chest. Let's just go. Let's do it. I want those sick curses. And I don't care who knows it. Careful. Careful. Doucement. Nice. Anybody else gonna come in here? Yes. Okay. Good. Good. The waiting game paid off there. I was worried. But I made the correct decision, and I did not get just completely killed. You know what? Let's just make sure this entire area is cleared out here first. I know it's going to kind of hinder my ability to get rid of this curse, but that's fine. That's fine. Great. Good. Good get right at the last second here. 3 elite enemies still. So I got to get like to 30 brutality, really. That is no exaggeration. Okay. Okay. Nice. That's a lot of the curse taken care of. Okay. I'm glad it hit the wall there. Okay. Last curse you're gonna get in the entire game. So that's real nice. Now, still got quite a few things to do here. I'm definitely not giant ready. That is not gonna happen. But knowing that I'm not gonna be cursed anymore, that's a nice load off. And 30,000 health just naturally. I have it at full health right now due to, I guess, the... Oh, maybe I'll also have a bit of a potion charge coming up here, too. Nice. And take that guy out. And I am actually going to take this instead because it'll buff my necromancy a little bit. All right. Yes. Oh, and this is the third one, I do believe. Ugh, kind of a sucky one to get for the third one, but should be totally fine. Just down it right now. I know that might seem like a bad idea, and it probably is. However, that is just insurance to make sure that I can take a lot of melees, because there's a good chance that would have been a problem in the upcoming fight, potentially. As it is, I also have 2 more elites left to go. Still, I mean, I guess it's better. It is a big improvement. It's a marked improvement. It's just, you know. Anyway, I got 2 elites left to go here. I should be able to take them down pretty easy. Not even worried about that. If I can just get 1 more, that's another potion charge. Okay. Ah, there we go. Come on, tell me there's an elite around here somewhere. Heh. Seeing all those bats explode is very cathartic. It is a good feeling knowing that I am actually making some headway. I am surprised at how this run has turned around. Some real drama in here. In some ways, it is. Real drama, eh? Hey, you like drama now, kids? How about all the drama you can handle? I'm sorry for tempting fate like that. Anyway, yeah, this is a much better run, at least I hope entertainment-wise, than the one that I lost there. Ain't really for me to decide, though, is it? All right, let's just get up here. Oh, I could have just... That's fine. All right. There's that for a little bit of extra light, and then let's get right in here. That fire will probably take him out alone. Oh! Did I have... Oh, okay. I got to the point where I only need to kill 2 elite enemies. Who's the smart guy now? The one that didn't even realize that was about to happen until it did. It's me. Ah, man. This has been a run. Certainly. No one can deny that there have been quite a few twists and turns here that I did not see coming. And yet here we are. What do we got? Nothing, but you are pretty much the only thing that would be any worthwhile. Really gotta get, if it could cause the enemy to bleed, if it caused, anything like that. That would have been worth it, but, as it is, nah, it's not. Okay, so if I go for each one of the keys, I'll have 4 elites to fight in total. And that will be good. And then there will probably be more just kind of hanging around. You know how it works. I'm not disappointed in... Not disappointed in taking a hit there. It was worth it just to make sure that I could blitz her down fast as possible. Why can you still hit me there? There. Ah, frightening! But hey, I had that extra potion charge, which probably wouldn't have actually been all that necessary, really, but I'm not disappointed in it regardless. Anything interesting? Nah, not really. I mean, the bleed, extra on bleed damage is okay, but the run I got going on right now is as good as it's gonna get, I'm gonna say. There's few things right now that I would see that are gonna be any better. And it's like the wolf trap is still kind of maybe questionable. Yeah, this is fine. At least I can still take full advantage of of food if necessary too, even if it's infected, because getting a potion charge is a huge malaise decrease as well. So gonna have to be quite careful here. But I do think that... But I am saying there's a chance. Okay. Oh. This is ridiculous. Okay, so demons... One thing to know about demons. They are immune to... Alright, that works. 20,000 damage. I mean, it would actually be more than this. But it doesn't cause the bleeding. Is the bleeding actually worth it at this point? I don't know. Might not be. I'm not going to drop down to the bottom there because... I'm going to drop down to the bottom there because it's a problem so related to probably being bad enemy down there that I don't want fight. That's about as good as you're going to get me talking at this point in time. Brain is scrambled. I'm going to take a little bit to unscramble here. Gotta twist the knobs and dials a little bit until the picture becomes clearer. Ah. Okay, there's an elite. Normally, hate seeing this guy, but at the same time... Uh-oh. That's okay. Normally would hate seeing an elite bomber, but as it is, the benefits outweigh the issues that come from experiencing the bombing. All right. Great. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, boy. Yes, there was one thing that I was saying earlier, and that's that demons are immune to fire. I can't set them on fire, which is... Oh, interesting. Which is kind of an issue, but at the same time, that's fine. I have enough other things to deal with them for the time being. Sorry if I'm maybe doing the thing where I'm starting to breathe really loudly. The heat and stress is starting to get to me. Why? Why is it every single time it's that thing? I hate it! I hate it so much. It's so ridiculous. Why is it always you? And also I got hit by that twice, so you know. Pro Dead Cells player here. As one does. Still, why is it so impossible to get the thing? Got an elite around here. I could really go for one right now. I would really hit the spot, you guys. Okay. All right. God, I hate this. You gotta do what you gotta do, though. Come on. Fine, then, I guess. There's other places I can go. I don't need your charity. Like, I haven't even been able to find one of the little tiny areas in here to... Please be fruit. Oh. I haven't even been able to find one of the little tiny areas in here to be able to just fight an elite as part of, you know, the little mini-boss thing. Which would be, you know, really nice right now. Like, super cool. Like, video game. Come on. I don't ask for a lot, except for all the times that I do. There, this'll work. Please be the elite right here. All right. Ever so... Hey, hey. Ha! Love it. But ever so slowly getting there. Ever so slowly. Anyway, I do believe that there is going to be a guy... Come on, really? Of course. I saw that Arbiter back there, and I'm like, well, it's now or never. That's too bad.